Hello everybody and welcome back to New Brewburgh in City Skylines 2 with me, Biffa, and today we've got a big plan to expand our farming area. We've got a lot of unemployment that we need to deal with in our city. I think we're creeping up towards the 10,000 population mark, and if we zoom out from this view over here, we can see that this map comes with a lot of farm tiles all over the place. Now, we are going to be using the tools that we have at our disposal, to make as much use of these as possible. If we go into our info view here and take a look at our population, so we're 8,900, so not too far off 10,000. We have unemployment of 3.4%. So that is something that we want to help with. We do have a lot of these unable to afford the high rent symbols. Maybe it'll get rid of some of those along the way as well. So first of all, we're going to have to buy some squares here to unlock. And just before we do that, a quick word from our sponsors at Instant Gaming, who are currently running their Eldorado summer sales until the 23rd of June with up to 85% off. The discounts include City Skylines 2 with 53% off, Manor Lords with 47% off, and FC24 with 72% off. Just in time for you to dive into the new Euro 2024 game mode like I have this week, and it's been absolutely great fun. So use my link in the description or the pinned comment below and enjoy these fantastic deals now. Right, back to the gameplay. I am hoping I'm going to be able to do all of these, but we'll see how we go. Let's maybe just take a look at this. I'm thinking working our way through this area first of all. So if we get those 6 tiles, and then we can continue this road. There we go, it's ready to go. We continue this road through here, but I want to do a little bit of testing first of all, because these zones that have been placed in here, these areas, are basically the specialized industry areas that have been placed in there. You've seen before we can exceed city limit. Yeah, okay. If any of them at all, even a slight part goes out the city limit, you'll get that issue. But let's pick this one. We know that is fully in the area, so we can drag that, we can resize it and all that sort of thing. What you can't easily do is plop down one of our specialized industry buildings. Let's take grain farming, for instance, pop it down next to it and connect it up to this area. So it means sort of deleting the area and then redrawing it all in again, which is slightly annoying. But I want to just test and see if we can do something about that. So first of all, I think we are going to come in here and sort of adjust some of these back a little bit like so. If I can right click and maybe delete some of those, because I want to run through here, this road. So that one exceeds city limits down here as well. Okay, so that is another square. This one here that we're going to have to buy. In fact, I'm going to take both of those. I can see already that one overlaps. Maybe, how many have we got? We can buy 22, can't we? Let's take all of those as well. And then hopefully that will sort out everything we need to do. Right, let's clear a way for this road through here. For some reason, it's not letting me get rid of that one there, which is rather weird. That is very strange. Let's just see if removing a few trees around here will help with that. So I'm right on the point. And if I try and move the point, it's causing an issue. And this one is well within our zone. Yes, okay. Well, it might be that we just need to remove a few more of those to get round there. Let's see what happens. Let's pick a pick of this road and put anarchy on, because that's going to give us some issues by the look of it. There we go. Excellent. And we're just going to sort of follow this one through there. Excellent. We can get through. Where are we heading after that? We're basically trying to head, yeah, through these two to connect up to there. So let's just see what we can do here. Yeah, this one's doing it as well. That is rather annoying with anarchy on or off. Okay, all right, we'll have to sort of deal with what we've got. I'm just hoping that's not going to cause any issues a bit later as we continue with our plan. So let's just sort of go up here, squidgify that around there a bit. There we go, excellent. And that can connect right into there. Very good, very good. I feel like we've got a little tiny node at the end. Have we? No, we're okay. All right, and then to help our cars and things that will be coming in that way, let's just add a 3-lane asymmetrical road in there and in there. Excellent. So now we've got a, oh grief, that's a bit all over the place. I was going to say we've got a dedicated lane for coming off. I mean, that's sort of how it's been set up. but it looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? Let's turn off all of our snapping and line it up like that. I'm just looking at this end of the road over here. Get that as straight as possible. There we go. That looks fine to me. And then we'll just turn that one around, actually, because we haven't done that one the right way. Excellent. And then what we can do as well is just using some of our traffic tools. I mean, I don't think we need traffic lights in there. So actually what I'm going to do is turn those off. Right click. But if we select that junction as well, we can do... Oh, actually, yeah, we're going to turn the traffic lights off. Yeah, that's all we want to do on there. And then we've got the other tool. I forget that traffic lights enhancement. Thank you for letting me know about that one. Is now available on the PDX mod store without needing the GUI mod, which I believe causes a few issues. But what I want to do on here is the lane connection tool. So we're going to stop this lane from turning right and just have that go straight on. So we'll get a dedicated lane there. I'm going to remove any U-turns. And then we're going to stop this lane from going left. There we go. So that'll give us a dedicated. We've got dedicated there. And they sort of have to cross over a little bit, but that is looking fine. That looks like this one could go up a little bit. Let's just do that. Let's pick a pick of that road again, and let's turn off all the snapping. And I'm actually going to move that. If I go like that, yeah, that's a little bit better. Not so much of a curve there, and they're straight on. Yeah, that goes straight on through a lot easier, and their straight on goes through a bit better. Yeah, we'll go with that anyway. That'll be fine. Right, so that gives us access to this area. So now let's have a look about adding some different farms here and what we might be able to do with this. Let's take this one here. So the test I'm going to do involves Anarchy and involves our specialized industry area tool. And I'm really hoping this works. So let's just take a quick look at the land that we've got here. If we jump into this menu and look at our natural resources, fertile land is all of this is fertile land. So the shape, the exact shape of these farms, honestly really doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And even with this tool, you cannot just place down a specialized, it doesn't let you do it. Left clicking doesn't let you do it, but you can adjust the ones that are already down. So they must have placed a building down and then put this around it and then somehow deleted the building when the person was making this map and left all of this zone in here. So I'd like another farm perhaps off of this road here, just sort of set back a little bit. So maybe, I'll tell you what, let's do our test first, because this is going to make all the difference as to whether we're going to have to do what I'm thinking. So livestock farming can be placed anywhere. Grain, vegetable, and textile needs to go on fertile land. All of the farms look exactly the same. So the only thing that's going to make the difference with the choices that we're making there for which ones is we're looking to our production. Which ones we really need the most. Grain, we're going to be sort of doing, I would say 70% grain, maybe less than that. Let's say 60% grain, 20% chicken, and then the rest split between the vegetables and the whatever that last one was. This one here, textile. That's what we're going to do. But anyway, let's pop this one down here. So we can now draw our zone in, and I've got Anarchy on. Can I go over the top? Oh, mama, I can. Excellent. So if I go over the top like that, let's just do my test. I don't want to delete that one there, so I'm going to do another one next to it. Okay, this is what I want to find out. Now, if I delete this building, it's going to remove that zone. I want to see, with the Better Bulldozing mod, is there a way I can just delete this zone without the one next to it being removed? So if we click sub-element, that one, whatever that one was, no. Bypass confirmation, no. Oh, please, one of these. Net lanes, no. Remove markers, no. And remove surfaces and spaces, no. Okay, so we can't quickly and easily delete an area by doing that. But what we can do is do it by right-clicking these and removing them. So as long as we're careful, and as long as you don't get any weird ones that aren't able to be deleted. Yeah, that one's not going to let you do it because we've got the building, but we get the idea. Oh, let's turn that off and do it properly. Yes. Okay, so that gives me an excellent idea of what we want to do. So let's make a little bit of space down here. We are going to move this. Is there a move? No, you can't move them. Oh, okay, fair enough. We shall place it down brand new. We'll go with that. But I want that actually set back from the road a bit. So I'm hoping if I just sort of do that, yeah, we can just pop down a basic zone. Okay, just to get that in. And then this little thing here, we just remove some of these trees and such. Let me just think how I'm going to do this. I just want... Let's put on all my snappings. I want that along the front. I mean, I sort of wanted this going... I don't think there's enough room to do this, actually. Sort of going both ways. Like that. And like that. I mean, it looks a bit odd in the middle. But I'm just thinking how a farmer's piece of land would look. You know, the dirty tyre tracks coming out there.
The dirtier, the better.
We'll see how it goes. We'll maybe keep it like this. But see what happens. And they can go in all directions if they want. We can turn off all the crossings that make it look a bit weird. We can have the crossings through there. That's fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. And then what I'm going to do is, and this is the test, is I'm going to grab the net lanes for this one. And I'm going to sort of... Oh, now it's not letting me add in here because this one's over the top. Oh, darn it. So I'm trying to grab that line like you would here and grab an extra, put an extra node in, but I can't. And I can't grab these ones over here at all now. Oh, it's letting me grab that one. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work how I thought it was going to work. What I was going to do was draw this all out over the top and then delete the one underneath. So we're keeping the shapes that have been put in. Doesn't seem to be that that is actually going to work the way that we want it to work. Does it? No. Yeah, I can't add another one in there. If we go over to here. So we've literally got the nodes that we started with. And even then, it doesn't always let you pick the node. Yeah, a little bit hawky-balky with these going over the top. All right, okay. I'll tell you what then. Let me... It's like every now and again, I can sort of put it somewhere and it will grab the node. This one? Nah, this one can't be grabbed either now. Yeah, it doesn't like it, does it? All right, okay. So I think what we're going to have to do is... I wish we could delete this, but we can't. I'm going to move this one, and then we're going to place the other one out as we want it. There we go. Excellent. We're going to go with a little something like that. What I'm doing as well is I'm keeping it back from the road a bit. I will add a few more nodes on here and straighten that out, because we're going to add some trees along there to go with the fence detail that we've got as well. We might add another house and a little bit of parking, but I am going to sort of straighten these out a little bit, I think. I think that will work a lot better, rather than having it so wiggly as it goes round. So then we've got to try and work out, add in some more. What are you complaining about? Dirty water. What? What's that one? Dirty water coming. The water coming here is polluted. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Oh, this is our groundwater pumping station. Have we accidentally polluted that somehow? Oh, the pollution that we're dumping out, yikes, is running all the way along here to our... Oh, that's our sewage outlet. Oh, no, that's fine. I was going to say that's our pump. So is it literally this is creeping up there into... What the heck is going on? Ah, here we go. The ground pollution is sneaking up. I mean, it's not quite up to the roundabout there, but our underground water thing is huge. Right, okay. So whoever made this map just made these so big that any pollution down here is eventually going to get into the water. Oh, that's great, isn't it? So how the heck are we going to work with that? If I popped it over here, like miles away, because it has been reasonably close to it for a while, could we sort of move it over here somewhere and it would solve the problem? Let's go, yeah, here on this sort of corner. Yeah, okay, it's not complaining anymore. Advanced filtering system. I don't think we need to add that. An extra pump. I don't think we need to add that either. Let's just have a look at the amount of water that we've got. Water availability is fine. Yeah, this is all going down. This is all going down. Yep, that's fine. Everybody's happy again. Excellent. All right, so let us place some other roads up here. This is what we're going to... I'm going to use a picker. And I'm going to put all of these against these gravel roads because I think they look great. And we're going to have trees either side, so we need to leave a bit of space for that. Oh, I thought that was a straight road. Let's try that again. And then that one, I think we're going to have that come straight into there. But as it gets down to the bottom here, we're going to make that a 3-lane asymmetrical road. Let's turn off that option and we can get that right in the middle. Excellent, like so. And then again, as we're going along, we're definitely going to turn off traffic lights. very good, but we are going to give them dedicated lanes. There's no U-turns there, is there? So we'll take that one out. It'd be nice if there was a quick click. Actually, we're not going to do that one. We'll give this one dedicated lanes. The main road, we'll leave it as it is. See how busy it gets as time goes by. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that. And then we could place another farm off of here. And what I found actually is quickly removing these. There is a way. If you grab one of the nodes over here, let me grab one, grab, and literally drag it past the end, it just removes the whole thing. And we can actually see where the outline was because of the trees, which is great. So I think I'm going to work my way along this road here, replacing all of these, and then we're going to see how that is going to be sort of affecting our unemployment and also our production values over here as well. So we'll come back in a moment. And there we go. I think that's the farm set out so far, or the farms, I should say. We've got all sorts of farms set out around here. I've left some spaces for some extra detailing, left some spaces up and down the sides of all these farms for trees and such as well. We'll come back to that. I've deliberately not attached any of these roads to this estate here. Again, I'm going to sort of assume that was sold by a farmer that had all these lands over here, and we're going to just have this as a separate estate, and we'll detail that up so it looks like it's separate. So yeah, what's quite handy as well with the Anarchy mod, while you're placing these farms and you've got these areas, you know the area of effect, of course, is a circle, but you can go past that, which is great. So we look at this one here, for example, you can see that the farm stretches out past the circle there quite easily. I think probably this one over here as well. So it means you can concentrate more on filling the space as you want it rather than being held back by the way the game wants you to place the farms down. So yeah, very good. Let us take a look. Actually, before we see how much we're bringing in, let's have a look at our population. So unemployment 0.5%. So that's doing okay. That was just me smacking my watch on the table. Production, we are making all sorts of things. So our money is definitely going to be going up, which is good. So what I'm probably going to do is I might just drop my residential taxes down 1% and just see how that goes. See if that sort of helps those symbols over there in our city. Right, so let's do a little bit of detail along here. Hopefully I've left enough spaces by all of these farms that I can go along, there we go, and plop some trees in here. I mean, we can sort of, oh, once again, click the wrong thing. We can sort of mix this up a little bit here. Maybe not our oaks, we've got our birch trees. If we go for a line and 10 apart, yep, that's good. We could sort of go like this sort of thing. Oh, I forgot to hold shift. So go from there to there, hold it shift. Yeah, there we go. Only thing is now I can't move the camera along. So that is it. I've got to go as far as I can see and then move the camera and then hold shift again. There we go. That works fine, doesn't it? There we go. A little bit of something like this. And then we can always mix it up with the sort of tree that we're using. So maybe we could have that one around the outside. And then in the middle, I think we had hickory. Yeah, and then go for hickory down there. Something like that. Okay, right. Let me continue putting all of these around. Aha! While we were doing that, we've hit Big Town, which is fantastic. So 8 more unlockable points, 10 more squares that we can unlock. Development points was what they were called. So Big Town gives us EU high density housing, which is fantastic. North American high density housing, of course, is what we're going to be using. Oil drilling and loans. Loans, who needs loans? We're not using loans. So some of those high density houses, I think we're going to start to see build up in this area here as we work our way towards our industry area, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's continue with the detailing. Right, the trees are in. I don't particularly like this look, to be honest. I know it's autumn and the trees will change colour, but I much prefer the look of these oak trees down here. I'm just wondering, are there any others that are this sort of colour? Maybe let's just go into our trees, grab this one here, a brush. So we've got this set. Let's make this a bit bigger. What am I doing? Yeah, I want to click on this. Let's make that 100%. No, let's make it bigger. 300%. Let's chuck a load of those in there. And then let's grab this one and chuck a load of those in there. So these are obviously going to stay green all year round. So we could use something like... Let's use the Picker mod. I mean, that's a fir tree. I don't particularly want to use that one. We've got this one here, which is that one there. That's a pine, which doesn't really seem like one that's going to be placed alongside of a farm. This one here, what's this one? Go back into that mode, and alder. Do you know what? The alder actually looks really good. So let's use this tool here. I think this is in tree control, where we can upgrade the trees here somewhere. I know there is a way to do it. Yeah, here we go. Back to single item, and then we've got this option here. Change tree type tool and change tree age tool. So we're going to go change tree type tool. It gives us this size. And I know this is going to... We had some different ones on the outside, but we'll have to go with it. And that just upgrades the whole lot. And I think, to me, that looks a lot nicer in with the farm. Doesn't the yellow, I find it very stark. Yeah, I've accidentally gone over there a little bit, but I might go back and change that one. But yeah, I think that's good. I think it's also upgrading the trees in the house plot as well. Let's find one that doesn't have that in. Yeah, okay, well, we'll go with it. Let me just whiz around and upgrade all of these very carefully. And then what I'm probably going to do, these little gaps in the middle here where I wanted a variety of trees, I'll come back with a tree brush and we'll change those back again. And if we really want to, we can always change, just grab some of those, we can always change the ones. Oh, that's a lot better, a lot less garish. Very good, very good. And then like these ones in the middle here, I wanted a nice little... yeah, now we can have the mix. Oh, let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm probably going to delete these ones in here. Oh, this is going to be really difficult now, isn't it? Let's use this instead, rather than trying to mess things up and deleting our lines that we've got. And I feel like there's a couple of extra there, one extra there, one extra there. Yeah, that will do nicely. And then we can sort of fill this in. Let's go down. Let's make that 100%. No, that is not what I want. There we go. No, that is not what I want either. The other one. This one, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. So we do get a little bit of the colour. Yeah, I've got Anarchy on, which I didn't mean to. We do get a little bit of the colour, but we sort of get it in amongst some other stuff as well. These little spots here, I've left for spaces for houses. And I know we normally use in the North American type of house, but if we go like for a very small EU density house, EU low density house is the word I'm looking for in there, it just sort of adds like a little farmhouse vibe. Let's get rid of that one. Pop a couple in a few spots. There we go. We'll have one on the corner there. And I've also left some gaps. Oh, that is right opposite the farm. So I'm going to do that. I might just add 2 into there. There we go. And some of them, I mean, some of them won't be perfect. They won't be exactly the sort of thing you're looking for, but let's maneuver that. We'll have that one there. That one can go along the front. That'll be good. That farmhouse. Yeah, we could do maybe one up against there. Got this little bit over here, which if we remove the trees, there we go. Excellent. We'll pop one in there. This one I left some space at the end. We'll go a little bit larger. There we go. Yeah, that'll be good. I can always go around and add a couple more as we go along where I see fit. We'll have another one there. Yeah. And over here. There we go. I knew there was another little gap. We're actually going to go for a few here. Like it's a little village in the middle. And I'm hoping the EU houses will sort of work. Like so. And like so. Up to there. We'll spread those out a bit. Brilliant. I'm liking the look of that. Right, this little gap down here, I didn't zone anything there, did I? No, because we now have a signature building. We go into here, we've got the dairy house, which is good. Have a quick sip of tea while we talk about that. So the dairy house is going to give us +2 export profits citywide, +2% industrial efficiency citywide. So that's good. I was hoping that that would fit into here. If we sort of plop that right in the middle, how does that look? Yeah, that looks okay. We've got a reasonable sized road there. We've got like farms out the back by the look of it, which is good. And then I wanted to use a few different other little buildings to decorate here and probably some other places as well. So if we go into the Find It mod, which I'm using, go into buildings, then specialized buildings, you get all of the farm buildings, the main sort of specialized buildings at the end. But at the top here, you have all these little sheds and things. Now, these are the buildings that appear in the middle of the field when you're popping them up. Now, if there would have been a way of deleting those, that would have been good because we could have put our own ones in, but we'll go with what we've got. But I think this could work really well. And there is actually one in here. So you've got like the cattle shed, which is good. So considering this is a dairy, we can pop some of these in here. And they don't need road access either, which is good. So I was actually thinking of doing something else out the back. Let's pop that along here, and we'll probably do a little bit of move it afterwards to get things lined up exactly where we want. Yeah, there we go. And we can pop a surface on there, and I wanted to pop something for cattle out the back. Do they count it as cattle? Yes, there we go. Cattle shed. Cattle, no, which is the one I was looking for? Yeah, that one. That's like the larger size, I think, of the one we just placed. Not sure we're gonna have the space for that there. How about we squeeze it in over here? So now we're making this sort of complex a little bit bigger. I think that'll be good. Let's pop that. Oh, darn it. Press right click and it spins. Let's pop that with the shed up against the road. Like so. That's good. I'm liking that. And then maybe just like a little warehouse along here somewhere. Warehouse. I thought we had some warehouses. If we go back to this one. Pinching my nose. Yeah, we've got different size warehouses here. So these ones we could just sort of plop in like that. It does need a road access. Let's grabby that one. We could pop a little road there. And then we can curve that into there and just have that. Something like that. We could maybe do one along the back here as well. Let's go for a different size. I'm going to go like this. Let's make it nice and straight. There we go. Pick of this. And then I'm going to come in there. Oh, no, I wanted that one straight. So let's try that again. There we go. And then we'll curve this one sort of down into there like that. There we go. And that will get all the connections that it needs as well. There we go. Very good. And then we could use... What have we got here? We've got little houses, haven't we? Right opposite that. Yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, we could put some trees to block it along there, couldn't we? Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. And then we could use our surface tool. Oh, isn't actually letting me grab the surface from in there. Well, let's do it this way then. Oh, accidentally delete it. Yeah, so if we go into our extra detailing over here, go into surfaces, then we get access to all of these ones. And I was just going to bring this one out a little bit more to take in all of this area as well. We can turn off the, there we go, the contours, and I think that will be okay just to sort of fill that in. We could pop a little bit of concrete over the top of this one. Let's go for some cracked asphalt, and then that could also give us the option to add a little bit of parking in. We can get up to there like that. Let's bring this one down a little bit further. Make more sense if it was down to there. Do you know what? It makes more sense if it just filled in this whole little corner here. Oh, that's interesting. That one's showing over the top of the road. Normally when you put these down, they hide themselves under the road. But yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. We've got a little bit over the one at the back there. And then we can use like a few oak trees around the place just to sort of add a little bit of detail, hide where the surfaces are ending. We could even along here, I'm going to grab some poplars and we're going to do a line, and we're going to have those 5 meters. Let's get them a little bit closer. Yeah, let's go 4 meters. So there is a bit of a gap in between. Let's go to there. Let's go up to there and then across to there, just to hide the noise of what's happening in there, which I think will be good. Yeah, there we go. And then we can also add some parking detail up here as well. Let's have a look at that. Maybe this side. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a tiny warehouse. We've got the doors there, so I'm just thinking of plopping some of these either side. There we go, so they can come up and use those. This one here, there's no parking out the front, but that's fine. So if we go for the longer one, that's going to be too long. We'll go like this. I think it ended up being the same length anyway. That'll do. Excellent. A little bit of extra parking. Yeah, and I think that will do. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know how many jobs this thing needs, but it's filling up already. Excellent. Very, very good. Efficiency 53%. So obviously that will improve as time goes on. But I think what I'd like to do now is some of these other little spaces that we've got is to decorate them with some warehouses and things. There we go. So added a couple of little areas with some warehouses. I like these ones here. I put a nice row of those along here somewhere. These are the sort of things where you might see them growing a whole load of strawberries or some sort of fruit. So I thought we'd fill up that space. And then, yeah, we've dotted some around the place. And I think it looks really good. This sort of area here, I might do a little bit more detailing on that another time. But I'm sort of thinking it's a fuel depot. Maybe somewhere you'd come to drop off some goods, pick up some other vehicles and that sort of thing. I thought I placed vehicles in there. This is an ore storage, but yeah, maybe we'll come back and add some of those in. But yeah, get your fuel, drop off some things. And I just think it adds a nice little bit of detail to it. Our city now, I mean, we were below 9,000, weren't we? About 8,000, was it 900 or something? So with the few houses we've got and the more jobs, we've definitely attracted more people into the area. We have next to no unemployment at all, which is fantastic. Money has gone from 2.3 million to almost 6. And then if we have a look in our economy production tab, for some reason chicken has been fluctuating a lot. We're producing as much as our deficit is, so obviously we need some more of those. But with our grain, we were minus, so a deficit of 165 kilograms a month, and now we're in a positive of those. So that is definitely going a long way to making us a lot of money. So what do you reckon to the look of this? I like the way that looks compared to this. I may change some of these trees out for some red ones, but we've definitely got lots of connection to the main roads that are going through, and there's no traffic at all, which is absolutely fantastic. So let me know what you think in the comments. Check out the other video on the screen now, and have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.